Oh, we're live. We are live. And I'm running behind. Running way behind. I do apologize. I doubt there was probably anybody waiting on me, but if there was, I'm sorry. Let's see here. All right, so I've been trying out Thursday nights. We'll see how the views do tonight. We had pretty decent views the first live stream this season. Decent for me, and real good for a football live stream on this channel. Then anybody else would be nothing. Boy, my hair looks terrible. Let's do this. How about that? I need a haircut. All right. So I'm trying to put up Yahoo and find the picks so we can get started on the picks. And one of these days, I'll figure out how to get to the picks really quick. Oh, what are you doing? You can't do that there. No. No. Thank you, Aretha. Okay. Getting there. Found the football, found the fantasy football. Found, I don't want to play Yahoo Cup, whatever that is. Pickup league. Pick'em league, I mean. Did a lot better last week than I did this week. The week one. So we're going to look at those results real quick. Now, the best part of the live stream where I share, whoops, that's settings. You know, I've never looked at that before. Anyway, I'll look at that later. Let's share. Screen. And I'll make my face small for you. There we go. All right. Let's look at the week 2 picks. Did a lot better. Saw that KC, saw that Chiefs Chargers outcome a mile away. Figured as much. Chiefs look like they're probably the team that I would say that might be as close to full strength as, you know, kind of together. To me, everybody looks like they're still trying to get things put together. And I take that back. Kansas City and Buffalo both look really good. And like they're mid-season form or even late season. So we've got Kansas City beating the Chargers. Chargers gave them a ball game, and I expected that, but a little too much. Missed on this Cleveland New York Jets game. Did not see the Jets scoring like that. And, but it took a come from behind to take the Browns down. I think, yeah, I mean, this is a tough one. I think the Browns are still the better team, but maybe the Jets are trying to make believers out of us. I don't know. And of course, Detroit, always scrappy. Detroit knocked off the Commanders. Even though Carson Wentz threw for a lot of yards. Tampa Bay beat New Orleans. They're 2-0, but people should be concerned about Tampa Bay. They don't look quite right. They just don't seem quite right. Brady looks like he's got some rust, and it could be. You never know. He's 45, right? So age could be catching up to him. Of course, the Giants beat Carolina. How about those Giants? I really thought they'd be terrible, but I did pick them last week. Carolina has got some issues, but they're not terrible, but we'll talk more about them in a minute. New England managed to get a win on the Steelers. I don't think the talent is there for New England, but they're going to be well coached, so you can't sleep on them. Jacksonville just walloped the Colts, and it just cost me a bunch of points. I just can't figure the Colts out. I figured they'd be much better than this, but they've convinced me they're a bunch of losers. So don't expect me picking the Colts anytime soon. How about those Dolphins? How about Tua? I love that game. I'm glad to see that kid have the kind of game to shove it in people's face. What a comeback. It's a game for the ages. Can he maintain it? I hope so. I'd love to see this kid make a run at MVP. Don't know if he can do it or not, but boy, he sure looked good. And how about those Tyreek and Jalen Waddle? Holy cow. How do you keep up with those guys? May have been too hard on the defense. I was talking to somebody talking about how our defense sucked. And for most of the game, they did. But in the fourth quarter, they got some stops. But we do need to fix that. You never like seeing 38 points up on the scoreboard. Then we got the Rams beating the Falcons. Falcons gave them more of a game than I thought they would. Marcus Mariota seems to have found some new life in Atlanta, but I'm not a believer yet. And I don't think they're going to make the playoffs or anything. So Seattle beat San Francisco beat Seattle. Kind of saw that coming. The 49ers are a good football team. And I don't see Seattle being consistent this year. So that didn't surprise. The one that got me, the next game, Cincinnati and Dallas. I felt so bad. I've got a friend that's a Bengals fan, and how do you the Bengals, after losing the season opener, really wanting to bounce back and get a win, but how do you let the Cowboys, the Dak Prescott-less Cowboys, beat you? That's a mystery. Then we got, of course, Denver beat Houston. A little closer than what I thought it would be, honestly. Arizona, what a game, beating the Raiders. Seems like it's fashionable to hate Kyler Murray, and I don't really understand. But good win for the Cardinals, even though they kind of messed up my picks a little bit. Green Bay over Chicago, good win for Green Bay, though maybe not quite the dominant win I would have expected. Buffalo over Tennessee, man, they killed the Titans. Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna lie. That makes me a little nervous going into this weekend. Philadelphia beat Minnesota. Yeah. Why did I get an X? Didn't I pick Minnesota? I guess I did. Yeah. But I didn't put much on it, so I think I thought it was going to be a close game. Anyway, 81 points, much better this week. The record itself, let's see, 1-0, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, 3-4, 4-4, 5-4, 6-4, 7-5, 8-5, 8-6, 10-6, 11-7. Not great, but I can live with that. 81 confidence points. Let's have an even better week this week. Let's look at tonight's game. Got Pittsburgh at Cleveland. I like Cleveland here. I definitely think, neither one of these have quarterbacks that are what you would consider to maybe be the answer. And, but Cleveland has got a really nice running game. It seems to me like the kid from Pittsburgh isn't quite at full steam. Why am I blanking on his name? I can't think of it off the top of my head. I think this will be a close game. I wouldn't put a lot on it for either way, but I'm going to take Cleveland. I just think if they can just be consistent, keep moving the sticks. Brissett doesn't have to be great. They just have to get good production out of their running backs. And if they can do that, then I think they can get a tight win. We got the Texans at Chicago Bears. Definitely think the Bears are going to win that. The question is how much. We'll come back and look at that at the confidence points later. We've got the Raiders visiting the Titans. That's a tough one. I think this is going to be a really physical game. Depends on how good Tennessee plays defense, really. Can they ball control with Henry? They just got to have a good outing. I'm gonna pick Tennessee here, but I'm not putting much on it. I know that. Kansas City, oh yeah, and I expect. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and knock out that 16 right now. Kansas City's gonna cream these guys. Miami and Buffalo. Wow. Buffalo looks awfully good. They've been beating people down, but this game's in Miami. It's probably going to be pretty warm. Dolphins can strike back now. Oh, we've got Dan Powers in the room. Let's see. Washington, yeah, they messed me up too. And let's see, agreeing with Cleveland as a pick. Yeah. So yeah, looking at that at the Buffalo Miami game, this is probably a bit of a homer pick. I'm not going to put much on it, but I got to go with my Dolphins. And I think I accidentally bet a sandwich on this today. I thought the guy at work, I thought he wanted to bet on the Dolphins Bengals game next Thursday, a week from today. But then he said something about Buffalo, and I thought, ooh, did I just agree to so that's fine. Miami's gotta find a way to beat Buffalo because I need some free Jimmy Johns. But I'm not gonna blow the bank on it. Let's put one on that. Because that's gonna be a slobber knocker. All right. We've got the Detroit Lions at Minnesota Vikings. Ooh. I'm not sure which way I want to go with this. I don't know that Minnesota is just so good that you can, but they are playing at home. Detroit finds a way to play to the level of their opponents and give them a good game, but then can't win. Man. Which way to go? I think we'll come back to it. No. Let's stick with this game and at least get a winner. We're going to go. Well, we're going to look at the records real quick. I'm going to anyway. NFL standings. Let's see if I can swing this over here so everybody can look. National Football Conference. We got, let's see, the Minnesota Vikings were 1-1. Of course, Detroit's 1-1. Man, this is a tough game to pick. I'm gonna go with Detroit with the upset, but we're not going to put much on it. Then we got Baltimore Baltimore Ravens at New England Patriots. Look, Patriots are going to be a solid football team, but Baltimore, I think, has too many offensive weapons. I like the Ravens here. I think the key will be they've got to do something. They've got to generate a good pass rush because their defensive secondary is not that good. Which is weird to say about the Ravens. I always think defense first with the Ravens, but their defensive backs aren't that good. And even though Mac Jones has struggled. He could get hot against the Ravens, but man, Lamar. Even though the Dolphins came back and beat the Ravens, Lamar, man, he looked so good. And he looked good in the first game. I just like the Ravens there. Then we got the Bengals at New York Jets. We're going with the Bengals. I gotta feel that this. I don't see why this team has. I don't see them as being that bad because the talent's still there. They just have hit a couple rough patches. I can't explain the Dallas game, but I just got a feeling Cincinnati is going to get on track this week. Got the Eagles at Commanders. I haven't seen much of either of these teams. So let's go back and look at the standings for a minute. Here we go. Yeah, man, you would think that the Commanders would be so much better. They got so much talent on defense. Why aren't they a little bit better? I mean, you'll need Carson Wentz to be a world beater. Well, I just noticed over here, everybody seems to think that the Eagles are going to beat them. I'm not going to go against that. I don't know how much confidence I'll put on it, but we'll see. New Orleans, the New Orleans Saints versus they're at Carolina Panthers. Ooh, that could be a tough one too. You know, I'm not convinced on either team. You know, Carolina. Is Baker Mayfield the answer in Carolina? I don't know. This is going to be a tough one. We'll go with the home Panthers. Everybody seems to think Carolina's going to beat them, or New Orleans is going to beat them. We'll take a chance. I think that's going to be a tight game. Chargers. We got Jacksonville Jaguars at Los Angeles Chargers. Oh, that's not even. Come on now. We'll go 15. We'll put the 15 right there. This could end up being a really, really good game between the Rams and the Cardinals. I like the Rams here, though. Just a little too much all around. And Arizona's just... I just don't see them being on the Rams level. Falcons at Seahawks. Let's go with the Falcons. Don't know how many confidence points I'll put on it, but Mariota has played well. Maybe he's going to make a believer out of me, but I don't know. But Seattle is kind of lost at quarterback too. Then another really nice matchup right here. We got the Green Bay Packers going down to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like Green Bay here. Tampa Bay's just not right. Now, Green Bay is not a slam dunk in my opinion. And it looks like I'm picking a lot of underdogs. Hopefully this doesn't come back to bite me. I just look at Green Bay and I just think they're just playing a little bit better than Tampa Bay. I don't know what's wrong with Tampa Bay, and they're at home. they may get it right and whoop the Packers. I don't know, but then again, you never know. It could be the year that Father Time catches up with Brady. Eventually, it does, and you can see it in a quarterback. I'm not saying Brady's there. He's fooled me before. There were years ago I thought, man, he doesn't look like he's quite got the arm strength. Then he's worked hard and looks, in Tampa Bay, he looks like Tom Brady of old. Excuse me. But eventually that does catch up, and I don't know. But they don't look right. So I'm going with the Green Bay Packers. I need to watch a good Packers game to get a feel for how their offense is without Devontae Adams. I still can't understand letting him go. Then we've got the 49ers at Denver Broncos. Yeah, we're going to go 49ers. They're probably just put together a little bit better balance. They've got the kind of defense that they can probably a better defense than Denver, and definitely Garoppolo, even though he's not a world beater, he's solid. And then Dallas at New York, I'm going with the Giants. I just don't think that Rush is. I mean, he had a great game. Well, he got him a win, but I don't know how consistent he's going to be. We'll have to see. So how strongly do I feel about these picks? I put down a few. It is still week 3. It's early in the season. I don't really feel like I've got a great feeling about all these teams. This may seem ridiculous on the surface. The Bengals are 0-2. The Jets actually have a better record. They fought hard and got a win last week, but I just don't see them beating the Bengals this week. So I'm putting 14 on it. Let's go out big. Let's go out. Let's make some noise this week. I feel like I'm just trying to think. What do I feel 13 points worth of confidence in as I look at these games? How about Chicago over Houston? Now, that could bite me because I don't think Chicago's so great that they're just a slam dunk monster out there, but I don't think Houston's very good. And it's in Chicago. And I know. Value Vinyl Steve, if you're watching, I can hear you now saying the home field doesn't matter. Okay, whatever. All right. And then, man, you know what? I'm going to put 12 points on this. That's how confident I am in Lamar having a good season this year. I think the Ravens are going to go to the playoffs. That's a very dangerous Ravens team. It's kind of hard to see just obvious winners. A lot of these games just look so well matched. And I'm picking a lot of upsets, so I'm not really wanting to lay a whole lot of points down on some of these. What did I say? We're going to go big. Let's go big. 11 points on the Packers to beat the Bucks. Let's go big. Let's put 10 on the Giants to actually go 3-0. 3-0 Giants. Is that possible? Is that possible? Well, they're playing the Cowboys, and I'm not a believer in Rush yet. I don't even know his first name. Eric in the house. Eric, I need you to look over at that board. If you just got in here, I just laid 11 confidence points on your Packers to beat Tom Brady's Bucks. You guys got to come through for me. Jake, what are you doing, buddy? Come on. Get down, bud. I can't see. I can't see. Thank you. You're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah, you're a good boy. All right. And, man, finishing out these confidence points is just so tough. You know what? Washington, I keep giving them some kind of Jake, buddy. No, not back up there. Come back down here. Please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I think I'm going to put it on put these 9 points on the Eagles. Because even though I keep looking at all the talent on the Washington Commanders defense, Jake, come on back down. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Oh, okay. And then that's the great thing about cats. You can never keep your train of thought because they like to interrupt. Is anybody hearing that noise? What is that? Must be the aliens coming to get me. Anyway, man, these confidence points are tough this week. I don't usually have this much trouble. I think I'm going to put some. Man, I want to put a bunch on the Rams because they're so good, but they're playing the Cardinals, and the Cardinals played such a gutty game, and the Cardinals have the home field advantage. We're going to go with the Rams. Let's see. A win against the Bucks would be phenomenal. That's what I envision. Now, am I right or am I jinxing you? Hard to tell. Steelers or Browns tonight? I'm going with Cleveland. I haven't laid the confidence points because I think this is a pretty even matchup. I do think I really like the Browns running attack. Steelers probably got a little bit better defense, but then they are missing TJ Watt. Is it kind of a draw at quarterback? Brissett or man, this is a problem with getting old. That kid from from the Bears that they've been bouncing around started out with the Bears, and I can't think of his name. All right, so anyway, let's keep working on the confidence points. How about we'll put 7 on the 49ers. And look, this is one I'm just not going to put that much on. We're going to put 3 on Tennessee to win that game. That looks so evenly matched. Going with Cleveland, we're not going to put much on that. We're going to put 4 on that, which puts me in a tight spot because I really don't want to put very much on this because I don't see either one of these teams yet being clearly better than the other. But we will go ahead, and I don't have much of a choice. We'll put 5 on Carolina and 6 on Atlanta. That lays out the confidence points. You can see that the kind of the big games that I put a lot of points on. Yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to mollywop the Colts. I think Chicago is going to handle the Texans. I think Chargers are going to really whoop the Jaguars. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. Predict scores of games. I don't know if I see this being a high scoring game. Maybe we do this. San Francisco and Denver, I don't see being a high scoring game either. I do think 49ers are going to win. About that sounds about good. 21-10, Giants over Dallas. San Francisco 24-14 over the Broncos. Now, who's going to score the least amount of points? Wow. Let's go with the Texans. And who's going to score? No, wait a minute. That's the wrong place. Come down here and do the Texans. And then the one up above, who's going to score the most points? Who's Kansas City got? So I look for them again. Oh, Indianapolis. Well, we'll go Kansas City. Okay. How am I doing? 40 minutes. We're through the picks. I think that 49ers Broncos might be a fun one to watch. Could be. I don't know. I don't know. What would the quarterback play be like in that? With Garoppolo's never excited me too much, and I don't know. I think it's going to be kind of a low scoring affair. But it could be a good one. I think the game, well, of course, I would love to see the Dolphins Bills game. And I think Yahoo picked it as its game of the week. course, we're not going to get that in this market. I would imagine that in the early games, we will probably get where's Cincinnati at? What time are they playing? All right, so Cincinnati's playing a 1 o'clock game. We're kind of in that market. We'll get that. And then we'll probably get Kansas City, Indianapolis late in the 4 o'clock bracket. Sometimes, it's hard to tell whether we with the conference that gets one, which one. I got a feeling that this Green Bay Tampa Bay game is going to get seen by quite a few folks, and I think that could be a real fun game to watch. So ideally, if I could watch anything that I wanted, I'd watch Buffalo and Miami at 1 o'clock, and then Tampa Bay, Green Bay at 4:25. Hey, that 49er Broncos is going to be the Sunday night game. And then Giants and Dallas on Monday night. I don't know, man, about that pick. Who put that on there? This is kind of where you need a flex. I mean, I would think most of the world would want to see that would have been a good place to put the Miami Buffalo game. So and really when you look at it, a lot of times the primetime games are given to good teams. And so how in the world do the Giants rate? I mean, they're playing good so far this season, but they were terrible last year. And Dallas wasn't great. All right, let's look at fantasy football for just a minute. I want this one because that Dynasty Keeper League is moved to a site called Sleeper. Maybe I'll figure out how to get Sleeper up here for the next one. I lost a game here, didn't I? Yeah. So last week I scored well, but I lost. And it was see if I can find a way. I think I scored like 130 some points and lost. Oh, here we go. Let's go back to week 2. So, yeah, Josh Allen got me 30 points. Mike Williams, 21. Jalen Waddle, 34 points. Right there. How would you think I would lose that game? Austin Eckler with 13, not bad. Kareem Hunt, another 8. Zach Ertz, 11 points. That's good production from a tight end. Another 13 from the flex. Come down here. The defense was bad, but the kicking wasn't bad at 6 points. What hurts to look at is that I actually had 40 points on the bench, but that's only a 10-point difference. It would have made enough if I started 2, it wouldn't have won me the game. But man, you look at that lineup and Panthers play at the same time as the Packers. I think, I'm not sure. Let's look. Packers are playing at 4. I thought that would take me to the schedule. It didn't. No, Carolina's their early game. They're 1 o'clock. Let's go back. Panthers are on at 1. That'll be on here. Hoping Packers on later, but it might be Falcons or the Patriots game. Yeah. And it looked like a bot found us. How in the world? Watch every NFL game live. And whatever. Anyway, yeah, I hope you get the. I have a feeling Packers Buccaneers. I can't remember if that's Fox or CBS, but whoever has that game is going to want to be showing that to most of the world. I bet that'll be the dominant game in the late bracket. Yeah, so anyway, just to wrap up with this fantasy football, I made a couple changes. The homer in me wants to put Tua in. You know what? I am going to put Tua in. That way I can root for him fully in this game, and his production was better than Josh's. Will it be on Sunday? We'll see. Mike Williams, Jalen Waddle, don't see any reason. I did put Miles Sanders in for Kareem Hunt. Was it Kareem Hunt that I took out? I can't remember why. I did that a couple days ago. I had a reason for it. Was Kareem Hunt banged up? Maybe it's because he's going against the Steelers. I don't know. But I did. I put seemed like Sanders had a better matchup here. He had a 4-star matchup. So I don't know if that'll make a difference or not. And he's been scoring well. 17 points, 10 points. Maybe a little bit better, just a little bit better than Peace. Watch college ball. Must be a good game. Let's see here. And then, Sanders and the Dolphin defense. Hopefully that'll get better. But I expect this team to bounce back. I mean, it's not terrible to lose. Of course, that's not predicting a win for me, but that's why they play the games. Anyway, that's a look at the fantasy football. Let's look at the picks. I think I'm done. If you watch this, thank you. And hope you have a great NFL weekend. First two have been killer. Can't complain about what we've been seeing so far. So, but I'm going to get out of here. Maybe I'll try to find a way to change up this format. I don't know if people are just boring or what. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, until next week, peace.